So we're moving away from training design to see what else ChatGPT can do for us. And one of the things, particularly if you're freelance, is you might want it to help you with your marketing. But even if you're employed, you still have to put stuff out there into the business to generate a bit of interest in what it is you're doing. So I thought I would set it quite a simple task today. And that is to write me a blog that I could hopefully put on my Power Hour website. Now, I'm choosing Power Hour because I think that can be a little bit more generic in its tone than the Training Designers Club, which I need to feel is very much coming directly from me. And to be totally honest, I actually quite like writing blogs. So it's not something that I want to stop altogether. But I don't always have time, so there's sometimes a little bit of a gap, and it may be something that you struggle with. So enough of the nattering. I have already typed out my prompt, so you don't have to watch me type. So we're going to go for emotional intelligence in the workplace. Include a breakdown. Don't want a breakdown. Include a description of what it is, the main domains and why it matters at work. Provide 5 practical tips that people can do to improve their own emotional intelligence. I've said who it's aimed at. I've said that it should be educational and written in a conversational style using straightforward language. It should be professional but informal and friendly in tone. I've given it parameters. It should be at least 500 words but no more than 800 words and include subtitles, because that helps SEO apparently, and the practical tips should be near the end. And I've also asked it to include a call to action to look at the ready written training materials and pick out keywords or phrases for SEO purposes. So let's just hit send message and see what comes back. So it's talking to the people that I've asked it to. Although I would need to tweak that because obviously on Power Hour I'm trying to say to HR and L&D professionals, here's some materials that can help you train your managers. But that is a very minor tweak. It's given me a nice introduction. Five main domains. Why does it matter? This is pretty good actually. It's really more like an article than a blog, but I haven't got a problem with that. I actually want my blog to feel like it's a useful piece of information. Good points. I'd need to check that they related to what I'm including in my emotional intelligence Power Hour, of course. Again, I just need to reword that because it's not a valuable resource for anybody. It's a training session, so certainly wouldn't expect some. It's not a book. We wouldn't expect people to buy it for their own personal use. But honestly, I reckon that's 90% there. The only thing I would do is I'm going to ask it to reference. I'm sure it must have referenced Daniel Goleman and things like that. So let's just see where it goes. That is brilliant. Can you please include any references that you have drawn upon? Thanks. Who should I credit with the 5 domains? I feel at least there ought to be crediting somewhere. Daniel Goleman, I thought it was. So we can just pop that in. And all is good. So there we go, a blog written in 4 minutes flat. Okay, not 4 minutes because I do have a little bit of tweaking to do, but honestly I reckon sort of 15 minutes of editing, finding a nice picture, uploading everything to the website, and if I just go down here, these keywords for SEO are things that I can put in to make sure that my blog is found. So we can use ChatGPT for blogging as long as, with everything that we're learning, we give it some clear guidance and we give it some rules to follow.